Alright, fellow YouTubers, I have a brand new Mach-E X. And this scammer is going to, that's my new name now. I got a guy who doesn't believe I do good work, but hey, what do I know? This is free stuff right here. I like this thing. And what we're going to do, or try to, is, let's get in here. Everything's pretty cool. There's a whole story of what's going on with these cars. They're circling around him while they drive, which is very dangerous, by the way, because we have, assholes in this world that just don't care for other people's sake. And we'll get to that later. So what I'm going to do is, back here, there is no heated seats. And since I know this guy, and he trusts me, because I am a trustworthy person, but I don't want to say that. We're going to put these in. We're going to put these back here. We're going to attempt to do so. Now, this car is all electric, and so I'm going to have a tough time finding 12-volt power, but I did my homework, and this does not work. This is on all the time, but it does say 12 volts, and that's what I need. So, we're going to get started soon, right after this, but just showing you what I'm up against. Brand new car. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to disassemble, take this guy down, take this all apart, and let's get started with the main event. Alright guys, so I'm in it for about, 20 minutes so far. Looks like a mess. It's actually not that bad. So I'm going to show you what I did. So these are called hog clips. Back seat just pops up. This goes into that. So you just pull straight up. And then this guy, which I thought was kind of funny, is tied. And it has a little hole right here. You could put a zip tie through when you're done. Because this hog clip was over here, and I'll show you on this side. You see? It's a hog clip holding it in. Listen, cut it out of the way. I started with these needle nose just to turn them. As you see, you just have to sort of turn them open, and they open on you. Or you can cut them with that, which I try to. It's a little tougher, but here's one that's cut already. Alright, so that's the bottom. Now we're getting to this. I cut these out, so unfortunately you're going to have to cut and modify. Yes, it's a brand new car, but oh well. Price of doing work, aftermarket. So cut this guy out of the way. I'm not going to put these back, because these land right in the middle here. And what I'm end up doing actually as well is taking these and cutting them. I'm probably use a scissor. I don't want this, because you're going to feel this. This is not going to go back in the groove like this, like the way it was supposed to. See, there's a groove over here. I took this guy out of the way. Same thing, hog clips. And this one, what I'm going to do, these actually line up. See, this little groove right here, it's actually metal. Right? Zip tie. Zip tie. Zip tie. Zip tie when I'm done. So, it gives me access to the ass part. I'm going to cut the back one too, so it sits flush. So as you sit, you don't feel this thing digging up in you. I know the kids are younger, but still the idea it's going to be there. So that's the bottom. Top, kind of tricky, but I think I'm going to do it this way. I think I have enough room. This, I don't want to take this out. I don't have to, I don't want to, whatever. So the top, now I got this far. You gotta take, let's see, here is the bottom part. I'll show you on this side here. Let me open that side. But this groove right here, this plastic, they sort of snap into one another. So I'm gonna show you on this side. Let's go back. And on this side of the aisle, we got this. This is what it looks like when it's flush or sitting normal, or snap together, I mean. You see? So you got to pop this guy out this way. And it's this guy. Let's see. You see? So he pops in the channel like so. It sort of flips and pops in the channel. Pop that out first with my handy dandy third arm, which is in my pocket. Let me get this puppy out. Here you go. Get this guy out. Start in the corner. I'll probably take a video of how I do it here. Let me see if I can do it here real quick. So let's see. You start in the corner here, and you sort of want to get this. Here, can I do it with one hand? Can I do it with one hand? Hey, let me pause this. I'll be right back. All right, so you'll feel it come out. It took me actually a second. I just needed both hands. You see? It just sort of sits in the channel. And there you go. It just pops out. That makes it easier to get to the zipper. Voila. And another zipper over here. And this is quite funny, actually. The other one I saw. There's a piece of felt on this as a sticker. I guess they don't want noise inside your seat. I don't know. Or keep the zipper from coming out, which is 4 inches tucked away into the seat. I don't know. I don't know what this is all about, but I took it off. I left it out on this side so I don't forget it. So I'll put it back. So what I'm going to do, and it seems like it's going to be easier on the other side. We'll see about this side. This side. So what's happening is releasing that is giving me room to get my hand up under here. You see? Oh, hello, hello, hello. Oh, whoa, whoa. All right, so this should be wide enough because I can feel it. There's a stitch here. I'm going to move back. Same as the bottom. It's stuck together, so you can't just pull on it. You see I'm pulling on it? Once I have both hands, see, let me get this guy back out. I get just about my whole arm up in here. So it stops right about there. You can see there's a line. And there's the imaginary line over here. So this is about, should be just enough to fit the heating element right here. Right now, I've done this in his other vehicle. He's the one who actually came up sort of with the idea and asked me if I can do it. I was like, yeah, I guess. All you need is 12 volts. So now this is the second car I've done for him. It's for his kids. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna take this out, but yeah, it's for his kids, and I'm going to mount on the Camry. I mounted the switch over here somewhere. We'll see if I can, but I got to get power to shut off with the car, so we don't want this thing to stay on and burn this car down, because I am responsible. But, yeah, we'll be back. I'll show progress. Alright, guys, so here's just an update, showing you what I'm doing. I'm going to do the other side, so this one's coming along well. And what I did was took it to the end, all the way to the end, because it's just a mat. There, I'll show you what it looks like if you haven't seen them. They're just flat pieces. I don't like this. This is kind of thick, but unfortunately, you really can't do nothing about it. So what I did over here was I cut a groove in the actual foam to hide the wire a little bit better. So I'm going to try to get it a little bit more in here, just to get this little, because I think you're going to feel this. So I think I'm going to cut a little bit more, a little higher, to get it up in there. You see? That's tucked in the foam. Just to get a little bit more, just so I feel like I've done a better job, because I don't know if you're going to feel it. I'm not the end user, but I'm really betting he will. So there's a little bit of cushioning here that should absorb this little. It's not much, but you know, I might be able to get another piece of flat. Ooh, you know what? I don't think it's gonna work though. I don't want to put too much cushioning. I do have another cushion. So let's see. I'm gonna sit on it after I'm done and see if I have to do it. But I have another piece of foam, really, really flat piece of foam. I bought these crap ironing boards, and they came with some crap cushioning, so maybe I'll put it on top of this, so when you so I'll take another, you know what I mean, another cushion on top of another cushion, you know what I mean. So anyway, thoughts of a madman. But this is going to be easier because the wire's going to be here. I'm gonna come through the carpet anyway, come up under and go this way. So we're getting there. This might be a little bit tough. I'm gonna see how far I can get my hand up in there and without breaking my arm. But we're getting there. I'm gonna start the other side. So be back. All right, here's your progress report. Oh, I'm sorry, progress update. So got my hand up in here, and here's the proof. Oh my God. So there's a Velcro right here. It's a Velcro. Now, unfortunately, this is gonna have this little hump. You see a little play in here? It's gonna have to stay a little bit. If you come over here, there's still a little play, but not as bad because this is untouched still. So there's a slight little give because this is a Velcro right here, which I didn't know of. Hence, ta-da! So got it as straight as possible, and came up through here, and you can see the pad is tucked right up in there. See this white little. So what I'm going to try to do, they tell you not to cut it, but if you look really close, see it ends right there. There's a little groove right here. I might cut this little 1/4 inch off, not touching. If you hold it up to the light, you see? If it gets rid of that bunching on the other side, I'll come back on this side and do it. So I'm going to leave this open, and see how the other one sits. So I just came through here. There's a little harness right through here. So it comes out the seat. Here's my little plug. Alright, so I'm going to tuck him down so he comes out the bottom. And this one, my progress is, I'm going to do it anyway. You can't feel it. I sat on it. You can't feel it, but it's free, and I'm going to go get it and put it on just to. I don't think it's going to do anything at all, but I will be right back. I get stuff out of my garage too, so why not? Alright, here's the stuff I'm talking about. So, it's an ironing board. It was a cheap, chintzy ironing board. I bought it for something to practice on, and ended up throwing them away and ruining them. So I was like, let me see if I can do something with this. It's very, very thin. It's got a little bit of give. So between both and all three put together, I think this will just be fine. And like I said, what else am I going to do with it? So just about the same size. As far as these black things goes, because I'm thinking about a scissor, I started with this one. You don't have to have this one, but I found that that scissor. This is for cutting tape, or I think it's like a surgical scissor. I found this guy. I was like, ooh, you know what? This is mine. I want one of these. But this worked out way better. So I cut this guy off. This is pure plastic. This you'll definitely feel. You see? So you can do it with this one. I wouldn't attempt with a razor because you slip, you're messing up this leather. And there's no coming back from that. So definitely scissor away from it. I'm going to use that to cut these just for the bottoms and see. Maybe I could double it up. Let's see. Maybe I could double it up. Now, let me play with that and I'll be right back. Alright, so actually worked out well. Just make sure it's nice and straight and flat. Nice and smooth. You'll feel there's actually a groove back here. It just sort of tucked in. So it sits nice and flush. Put these both hands up under the seat. This will go away as I put this back on. It's all cushioning, but it does get rid of that feel of the wire. So you got cushioning laying around. There you go. So it's about, I don't know, 3/8. All scrap. I didn't pay for it. Well, I did, but it was going to go in garbage. So might as well. So let me put it back, see what it looks like or feels like. Alright, so back again. Clear my throat. You gotta love it. This guy's back. We've got one zip tie here, which actually made it easier. It's always easier than putting them hog clips in. Right in the trash. Yes, there's a special tool. Yes, you can buy more. Yes, yes, yes. But you ain't breaking that zip tie. Moving on. So, I did trim on this side just to show. And it's not going to give me any incentive or any drive to take the other one out and cut it. It still bunches, and it still sit flush enough for me to come back here and say, hey, I'm going to trim it and put it back, because it's doing the same thing. So for the most part, you know, again, I'm going to sit in it. I already did sit in it temporarily. I got to put this guy back, but these guys are all put back. I just got to put him back. Zippered it, tuck them in, zippered it, tuck them in, and I will show you how these work. So this is the opposite of what we did before. So this guy, if I can get him out, there we go. Turns. I don't know if you can see that. Turns. Let's see. Can I see that? Turns, and you sort of want to tuck. It snaps in. That's it. Tuck this guy back in. I don't know what that's all about, but there you go. As if I never touched it. Take him, drop him down, like I said before. Alright, and then he's going to come out and put this guy back. This is just a cover. I wanted to see what I was up against. Alright, that's all it is. Let's close them up. Here's my wire. Here's my other wire over here. I'm going to start wiring. And I will be back once I put all of it back. Let's show you how to get power. So, be back. All right. Relay. Power. Plug. Go under the carpet, and I'll show you the same thing over here. Go under the carpet, and we're gonna go. I'm gonna jump over here. This is solid. I ain't going up under there. I ain't taking it apart. And I'm gonna put the controllers up here, and I already marked the spot. X marks the spot, or the scratchy scratch for the controller, which is somewhere. Aha. This guy. I'm gonna cut him back. So once I'm done, hopefully I don't have to bend these out of the way, because hopefully there's enough room back here. So we're gonna power up. I'm gonna tape these guys up. Tape them together so it's easier to snake. And I went under the carpet, so when I put the panel back, it's all hidden. All like it was never in here. So I have to go be family man, and I'll be back. Alrighty, and we're back. Shh. Shh. Making a video. So 5 inches. 5 inches is all you need, because look, it closes. Everything's flush. Wires still hanging out though. Gotta put them away. So 5 inches, because it goes enough. It goes back where nothing's back here. See? So I'm gonna drill a hole, and you always practice on the passenger side, never the driver, because you can hide it or fix it on the passenger side. So let's drill a hole. Let's do it. Shh. Told you it was perfect. Haha. I won. See? They match. See? Alright guys, so as we wrap up, everything's in, as we see, as if I never touched it, and I still have the panel out. Ran the wires up, down the sill, up and around. I T-tapped. I know I should have probably stripped and taped, but I don't trust this car for some reason. Maybe it's me, I don't know. I T-tapped this. I want it to where I can get rid of it if need be. Because again, this car's all electric, so I took no chances. Fused my trigger, fused my power source, which are both right here. Green is ignition, red is hot. This is ground for my relay. Hey, install bay. Yay. And more fuses going out to the other relays in the back. They're both 10 amps. I don't want to open this thing up, but you can tell by the color. Red is 10. Did the same thing over here. Red is 10 for my trigger. This triggers the relay on. I didn't want to grab power from here. It says ignition sense. So it's not a true ignition, or at least I don't want to use it as such. So I know this is hot. This is battery. It's 40 amps. So I put a 20 ampere, 10 for each. So it should be good to go. And now, and I go see if they're still on, which red light's on. So let's go see if my butt can be nice and toasty. See this one. That's on. Yeah, that's on, buddy. Hey, buddy. It's all put together. It's all cleaned up. Because the scammer, that's me, the scammer, does this type work. Hence the $75 an hour. Jerk off. I can't wait to make my review about this guy. Oh wow, it's actually hot too. Holy shit, it works. Well, I think about taking the door panels apart, make a video of that too. We'll see. So there you have it, another install that you don't see every day. Let's see if this puppy's getting hot. I mean, the sun is out, and it was beating on this seat, so I can't be. You see, sun, no sun, sun, no sun. So give it a minute or so. It does feel hot. It does feel warm. Yeah, it feels warm. I really want to move that. See how hair not straight? I think I'm gonna do that. Everything else is done right. This one too. It's hard because it's a push pin, and once it's in, it's tough to turn. So, anyway, I like it. So there you have it. Like it, don't like it, share, don't share, subscribe, don't subscribe. Thanks for watching.